Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 17 of the Slow Smoke Pigskin podcast. This is going to be the first of the Meet a Manager series, and in a few minutes, you'll get to figure out which manager we're meeting this week.
I wonder which one that will be.
Yeah, but before we get there, let's talk some NFL news. So, since in the last episode I did a whole lot of complaining about the Dallas Cowboys running back room, and I predicted that they would sign Zeke, guess what? They did. 1 year, $3 million, $2 million guaranteed. But the funny part is that his new contract is paying him $3 million, and his previous contract before he left is paying him $6 million for this year. So he's actually making more off of the dead contract than the current contract. So Tank Dell got shot. Like when I first heard, got this news alert, I was like, oh my God. And then they're like, oh, it's a flesh wound, he's fine, it doesn't matter, and he's out of the hospital. I'm like, okay.
I think he'll be okay.
Sam Hartman, that beautiful, beautiful man, did not get drafted, but he did sign with the Commanders as an undrafted free agent. And therefore, we're going to have to put his soap opera career on hold until he gets into Lifetime movies while he, I guess, plays football for a few minutes.
I think he's going to be the new face of Head and Shoulders.
Oh, yeah, get him with Mahomes. Palomalu? Oh, no, she doesn't want Palomalu getting anyone in the way of the Palomalu.
You've got new times, it's
I'm not
they'll figure something out.
Another undrafted free agent signing. I just thought it was funny that the Texans signed twin brothers Jadon and Jackson Jenke.
Did they get him for cheaper and do like a 2-for-1?
Yeah, I think so.
It's happy hour.
It might have been a BOGO. We talked about like all these, children of NFL players getting signed and whatnot. Tariq Owens signed with the 49ers, who, if you didn't know, is the son of Terrell Owens, because I had never heard of Tariq Owens, but another Owens to San Francisco.
I never saw anything on him until he signed, and then I saw like a workout, and it looked like he was running in cement, especially compared to his dad. But like, there's a reason why he went undrafted.
Yeah, fair enough. Travis Kelce got paid. 2-year extension, $34.25 million to be the highest paid tight end. I mean, he's earned it, but as the dynasty manager, I was definitely happy to hear he signed a 2-year extension because that means he's at least not retiring this year.
Yeah, at least he's not retiring, but we'll see how he declines the next couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, they've been talking about his declining playing time anyways to save him for playoffs and whatnot, but 75% playing Travis Kelce is still better than most tight ends.
Agreed.
There was a whole bunch of mediocre wide receiver signings. Michael Gallup to the Raiders, 1 year, $3 million. Chase Claypool signed with the Bills. I'm actually shocked only because I thought he'd definitely be in the UFL this year. DJ Chark, since the Chargers have no weapons, signed their 1 year, $5 million. Raiders signed another one, and Jalen Guyton from the Chargers, and Tyler Boyd to the Titans, which I say is mediocre, but could be vaguely interesting. They've equipped Will Levis pretty good for this year, I feel like. He's got all older receivers, but he's got Hopkins, Boyd, and Ridley now, who are 3 legit NFL wide receivers. So
if he can throw the ball and be protected, then there's a chance.
Yeah. After the Jaguars drafted Brian Thomas, they released Zay Jones. It was kind of funny because I guess they tweeted something that said like, thanks to our draft picks, we are releasing Zay Jones and kicker Joey Slye. And it's like, dang, put on the kids that like making people lose their jobs. That's not
right.
Cool.
No.
Speaking of Steelers, I've heard that the special teams coordinator wants Justin Fields to consider being a kick returner because, with the new XFL kickoff rules, you might not get hit as hard.
It's no different than a quarterback draw.
Yeah, I mean,
essentially.
he runs a 4.40, and like imagine if you've got a quarterback that trick like return plays you could run with him running and then tossing it across the field.
Yeah, but could you imagine if he gets hurt and they're just like, ah,
Yeah.
whoops.
Yeah. Last piece of news that we'll talk about, Rashee Rice, as if
Come
like the
on.
whole automobile incident wasn't enough. Now he's being investigated for potentially assaulting a photographer at a Dallas nightclub.
He's not helping his cause whatsoever.
No, not one bit. But
It's
man,
really frustrating because I was hoping that he was going to be there this year, and it doesn't look like he'll be there very much this
I
year.
was very sad that I traded him away, and now I'm starting to feel better about it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I saw something that was like, okay, Rashid, all you got to do is chill out, and maybe they'll take this down to, oh, forget it.
I heard just get the guy out of Dallas already.
Yes, seriously, that is not the place for him. All right, so that's it for NFL news. Time to start meeting the other managers in our league. So, if you hadn't guessed, this week's manager we're going to meet is a really, really beautiful lady named Janell. This is my wife, Janell. I don't know everybody in this damn league.
Welcome,
Some
Janelle.
extent. We did some research in her time in the league. Janell is 42-42 all time.
And you say I don't have a gray area.
Hey, consistency is fantastic.
Yes.
Straight in the middle.
First season, 2021 finished 5th place, 2022 7th place, 2023 last season finished in 10th. Trending in the wrong direction, but hey, you know what? Considering that, let's go straight to, why don't you explain your team name? What is your team name? Do you know your team name? Do you remember?
Pretty sure it's pretty successful.
That is your team
because
name.
I am not successful. But I will get there. I will get there.
All right. Name. Oh, can't ask age. You're a lady. And where are you from? Give us some background. Who are you?
I'm your wife.
Okay.
I'm from California. That's about it.
Okay.
So
you want to talk anything else about your family?
You've moved around a lot. So what's your favorite city that you've lived in?
Colorado.
All right.
Not a city.
You're
Well, I had to get there. Denver.
I knew it. We all know what she
Denver
means,
was
Aaron.
really what I wanted to say.
Sorry, I almost died. Okay. Do you want to talk about your job at all?
Okay, I have a job. I work with 18 to 21-year-old young adults who are transitioning from high school to adult life. They all have special needs, and we just kind of learn how to live life.
Give this lady some props.
I could not do that job.
Not one bit.
Have you ever seen that movie 50 First Dates?
Yes.
It's like that a lot of the time.
Just repeating the same thing over.
You are the perfect lady for that job.
Favorite NFL team? If we couldn't guess.
Steelers.
How did you become a Steelers fan?
Nicole.
Because she hates her husband.
Because before I met my husband, I had a different team, and it was the San Diego Chargers. And then I just had an ex-boyfriend who I knew loved him, and every week I wanted him to lose because it made him so miserable. So I feel like it was time for a new team. Nicole's a Steelers fan. She gave me a shirt, and the rest is history. In all fairness, though, my dad was a Steelers fan also.
There you go. Comes around full circle.
I'll take it.
What are your hobbies? What do you like to do?
I don't have hobbies.
You have children instead?
Uh-huh.
You used to have hobbies.
I don't really have hobbies.
I remember there used to be a craft room.
Oh, she still has one.
Oh.
It's just not as much of a mess as the old craft.
No, it's pretty clean.
No, that's a hobby. Crafting is a hobby. That's what I was getting at.
The kids use it more than anything. Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to ask? We should get to some hard hitting questions here.
Yeah, I got another one. So I obviously, assuming that Aaron got you into fantasy, like what is it that you like about fantasy? I know we're in two different leagues, but and then that'll lead me to question number two. But why do you play fantasy?
It makes all the games enjoyable each week. It gives you a little bit to root for in every game, and it just makes it a whole lot more fun.
Yeah.
I like not just caring about my game, but caring about all the games.
One thing I forgot to point out, like we talked about how she's done in the Dynasty League, but we have a redraft league that's been going since 2009. I don't remember if you joined right off the bat. I feel like it might have been a year or two in.
I think 11.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like.
I was gonna say I don't remember her being at the table at our first draft.
Yeah, so but it's been 10 plus years that she's been playing redraft, and then
Yeah.
we started the Dynasty League. She got into that, so
Which one do you which do you like better? Do you like Dynasty or do you like redraft?
I think Dynasty. I mean, redraft is fun because like I don't care as much, so I don't feel so much anxiety. But the fact that I care that much is what I really like.
I think that's why a lot of people play fantasy, is because you can enjoy one game by rooting for your team, but then you can enjoy all the games by having a little piece in every single football game.
I think like for the most part, she's even because she loves me so much, she's even like tried to get a Dallas player on a team here and there so she can at least
one.
So she can root for something on Dallas while I'm watching.
It's the worst idea you've ever had.
Hey, it's why it works, right?
It's more important to win fantasy and not have any Dallas players on your team versus making your husband happy.
Maybe I'll try that next season. Sounds like a good plan.
I mean, it could only trend the other direction.
Excuse me, sir.
I'm going to become a winner. I'm going to take the Cowboys and win.
Wait. I won.
No.
I won that giant trophy back there, right?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Who is my quarterback? Oh, Dak. Oh, who's my running or my wide receiver? Oh, that's right. CeeDee Lamb. Oh, who did I have at tight end? Oh, Jake Ferguson.
Just because it's good for you.
You have Travis Kelce as your tight end.
Oh, that's right. I forgot I traded for him during the season.
Okay, yes, you have. Yeah, okay.
And I have Brandon Cooks, and I had Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard sucked balls.
Yeah, I won despite Tony Pollard, not because of Tony Pollard last year.
You also had Ezekiel Elliott at one point in time, I believe.
I did. I traded him.
Yeah, you traded him.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll pick him up later this year.
No, I won't. Because, do you know why? Because he's on Neil's team, and after our evaluation of our trades, I'm not trading with Neil anymore because it seems to never work out for me.
Speaking of that, Janelle, are you ever going to trade with me ever again?
Nope. You have lost your privileges, sir. So now I have 2 on my will not trade list. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Why me? I actually offer you even trade.
I don't know. I
I
just know how much effort and time.
My trade was even.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No. What was it? Jamison Williams for AJ Dillon?
Yeah.
Yeah, how is that even?
That's even.
No. Not even close.
Look it up. Google it.
Yeah, whatever.
I just trusted you blindly, Drew.
This year though, you're going to be very happy with that trade.
Oh, we'll see.
No, how? They've got
Just watch. Just wait.
the Packers have Josh.
I can
Jacobs,
see the future.
and they drafted Marshawn Lloyd. AJ Dillon is not going to get no playing time.
Okay.
And Jamison Williams is finally like getting his head out of his rectum, and the team is starting to trust him a little bit.
Okay.
So, we'll see. That being said, like I've had a trade offer sitting out there with her for at least a month.
You do?
Yeah. You should check your trade offers.
You should.
I offered it.
I'm not a
It's
great-
almost draft time, so we should probably be looking at those.
Yeah, she's gonna go look now.
Well,
Don't look right now.
Not during the podcast.
So she has Trevor Lawrence.
We can discuss it.
She has Trevor Lawrence as one of her
Yeah.
quarterbacks, right?
I know. I traded her to that
Oh yeah, that's
guy.
right. I
That's
forgot.
how I got it.
We've had some good trades.
Okay, so
That's why I trusted you.
Mac Jones is now his backup, right? I offered her Mac Jones because she could use the backup, especially thinking we're going to Superflex. Wait. What did I ask for, Drew? I asked for a 4th round pick.
No, Mac Jones isn't worth anything.
How? If Trevor
No.
Lawrence gets hurt, he's the starter.
They'll go out and get another quarterback.
I think a 4th is worth
And
nothing.
this is why I don't trade, because I can't decide.
A 4th is worth nothing, and we're going to Superflex.
Is that what he's going for on any type of dynasty value, a 4th round?
I'd have to double check, but I'd be shocked. A 4th round pick is worth like a piece of cheese and some pocket lint.
Yeah,
So that's about.
You're better off offering her a hug for Mac Jones. I'll give you a hug, and you can have. I'll get.
She's gonna say 4th round picks are worth something because you know who she took in the 4th round last year?
Yeah, I do.
Puka Nacua.
And this year, I feel like that's a greater chance of something like that happening.
Oh, I'll find it.
Yeah,
It's gotta be
With
somebody-
the amount of receivers that there's going and like stuff like that, like I feel like there's a chance.
Oh, she fully picked him because of his name. She's
That's
like
the only reason I picked him.
because she thought it sounded funny. She calls him Puka Nuka.
Sounds right.
That's right.
Sounds like something I would do.
He's a winner, so you know it worked.
You got more
All right.
questions, Drew?
No.
All right,
I had
Janelle.
what did I ask my second
I don't think
question
so.
to the
That's-
fantasy? What was the first question I asked?
I already forgot that as well. We
Don't
moved-
Don't worry about it. If I remember, I'll ask it. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, why she plays fantasy?
Why and then which one she likes better? I asked both of those. Okay, I think we're good.
All right, Janelle.
Yes.
Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Probably gonna have to be the horse-sized duck.
That's a giant, like 1,000-pound animal.
Yeah, but I want to try to ride it.
We didn't say ride. We were supposed to fight it.
You didn't say I couldn't.
I guess you could try and ride it. I don't know, Drew. Which way would
I mean,
you go?
for fighting, I guess maybe the little ones because you could just kick them.
Yeah, see, that's like I would just be trying to punt each one, but at the same time,
it's an animal.
but if they're horses, but you're fighting, so like you have
Why
to.
am I fighting a horse or a duck?
I feel like a 2,000-pound duck would be vicious.
Ooh, but dude, could you imagine cooking up that breast?
That's different.
Oh, all the fat rendered out of that
That's
1,000-pound duck. Oh,
Well, that's
I'm
what
hungry now.
Would you rather eat? I'm talking fight.
well,
No, but if you
fight
win
it,
the fight, you're gonna obviously eat it.
you kill it and then you eat it. Then you
Is-
don't want to waste it. It's not. We're not doing this for sport.
I
We're doing this-
hear horse is a delicacy in some countries,
I've never eaten horse,
which is
so
a lot of horse, but
that's
I
a
don't
lot.
know.
All right,
That's a tough one. That's a good question.
all right. As a child, what did you want to be when you grew up?
A mom.
A mom?
A mom.
Oh, all
I
right.
didn't really care what I did. I just wanted to be a mom.
Oh,
Aww.
it's like all sweet and sentimental. Wait a second. Wait.
Mission accomplished.
Wait. Now that you got what you wanted, you regret your choices. Could that be a different answer?
No, still stands.
All right. I'm not asking this question.
I like this question. And you can choose not to answer if you don't want to. No feelings will be hurt on my side. Just a funny question. We've both been roommates. We've known each other a very long time. Like, who do you like better, Scott or Drew?
Scott, clearly, he didn't trade rape me. I mean, if you never make
you only think it was a trade rate because of your husband. That's the only reason why. Because you accepted you accepted the trade.
Oh, I'm not even sure
Ah,
I
but
read it.
hey,
I
you
just
have
said,
to-
oh, it's true.
That's-
I need a trade this year.
If that's
I
the
need to fill my
deciding
quota.
factor, if that's a deciding factor, then cool.
No,
Good job.
I
Scott listens to our show, so you're
couldn't
welcome,
pick.
Scott.
I couldn't pick. But in all fairness, I wouldn't know you or Aaron if there was no Scott.
That's
Good
kind
point.
of
So,
it's kind of a valid point because
And that just
God, I have
the anniversary of that just happened, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 3 days ago was the 15. No, wait, that was 15 years. Oh, it's almost 15 years of our wedding. It was 18 years. Oh my God, we're old.
You guys are old.
Way old.
Oh my God, our relationship can vote.
It can.
Oh, that's gross.
So gross.
You
You
can
can have an 18-year-old. That's even grosser.
go to a strip club.
Woo! Yeah, but I can't pick. I do love you both the same.
Isn't a strip club 21?
Nah.
Are they 18?
No, there's no alcohol. It's 18. I went there when I was. Hopefully, my mom doesn't listen to this. I went there when on my 18th birthday.
I can't remember. I guess it depends on what.
Titty bars are 21 because they serve alcohol. Strip clubs, no alcohol.
That's how we're differentiating. Oh, great. Oh, wait, Skylar can't listen to this episode now because there's going to be way too many follow-up questions.
And you know who's
What's a titty bar?
this girl?
Yeah, when those questions come up, I'm just like, babe.
Oh my God. Some of the questions that I've been asked. Woo!
Is it that bad?
Well,
Yeah.
okay, so like,
It is bad.
here's a mild example, right? Scott and I went to Houston for John's wedding in November, and I said Houston was so hot that, like, as Scott and I were walking down the street, I could feel the sweat dripping down my balls. And Skylar was like,
No, this is like 2 days later. She goes, Mom, what are balls? And why were Dad sweaty?
yeah, so that was my
Well-
bad. My bad.
I mean, yeah,
All right.
I'm a pro.
All right, next question.
Janelle, are there any perks to sleeping with the commissioner?
Absolutely none. Zero. He gives me no help.
He coached you on that one.
No. I'll ask him. Okay, I'll hear him talk to people and give advice or thoughts on whatever. And I ask him, and he's like, I'm not going to tell you. I could give you an article to read. He is zero help to me.
That's
None.
a perk.
How's that a perk? He
Would you
do
have read the article on your own?
Probably
I'm
not.
not talking collusion here. I'm talking perks. It's like
His ultimate draft king. That's a perk.
Oh, hey! Don't tell people about that. I don't want people to know what sources of information I use.
No.
Dude, we've all figured it out by now. Like, there's not that many out there.
Dang it!
Rewind, delete, start over.
You just gotta throw out there what stuff I look at. I don't like this anymore. I just lost my perks.
No one listens, dude. It's okay. It's okay.
It's got to be Scott.
This is for our enjoyment only.
Pretty much. All
right. The last hitting question that I have is, besides Aaron, who do you want to beat? Not physically, but in our league. Do you have like a rival that you see like, oh, I want to get that guy? Because you know most of the people personally in the league. More so than I do. I know them by their team names and by who they're in the league, but you know most of them because they're all Aaron's friends.
But she's met everybody. You met Josh. She's the one we saw at the beach, the Dino Beach.
I'm not saying every single one. I'm just saying most of them, you know them. So you have
No.
a little more personal connection to them.
Yeah, no, I do know everybody. Who do I want to beat? I mean, clearly this guy.
We all know that. Everybody out here wants to do that.
Probably at this point, it would have to be Jason Smith.
It is her like brother.
Perfect.
And beating him, it just would make me feel proud because I could beat him.
Off the top of your head, do you know how many times that's happened?
That I've beaten Jason in anything? Never.
No, in fantasy football.
Oh, I just thought you meant in life. Guy's always winning. No, I don't.
Did you guys play last year? You had to have played last year. What am I saying?
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know. And I don't even know if I won or lost. Couldn't tell you.
well, you guys keep talking. I'll look it up.
Do you have any questions for us?
Oh, I don't. Let me think about this.
Hmm.
Who do you want to lose the trophy to the least?
Me?
Yeah.
Who do I want to lose it to least?
Yeah.
No, who do you want to lose it? Oh, yeah.
Saying
That's
who would I be most unhappy to send the trophy?
correct. I'll give you my answer.
What's your answer?
For you or for me? For you, Steve.
That's who I was gonna say. I was pretty confident I don't want to send this damn trophy to Steve.
Yeah.
Because that would mean he made a turnaround from 19 IDPs to champion in 4 years. And I would not like to admit to get like I have already given that guy so much props for what he managed to do with this league already. I don't want to do that.
And then the other one, I mean, it's purely based off of only because like the people that I know, but like Eddie, you probably would be a hard one for you to be
Eddie's
like,
up there too.
here you go, champ.
I don't have to worry about Eddie because his team's in a complete.
He ain't winning. He ain't winning this year.
Nah, if he wins this year, we all did some wrong.
Yes.
I mean, he's coming up in the world with his Jordan Love. His trust in waiting for Jordan Love worked out well for him.
Yeah, he had a good team towards the end of the season. Like he tried to lose and still won many times. Well, at least twice that I can think of. But anyways,
often that happened.
Yeah.
He was setting his best lineup during the regular season, which I appreciated, until the playoffs. That was a whole different situation. But he was, setting a lineup with a team that shouldn't beat anybody, yet he kept coming out with wins.
Somehow he won.
How can I not find wins?
Janell, what's your go-to football cocktail?
Yeah. Beer.
Oh, in week
Newcastle.
You're gonna whatever time I start watching football games at 10 o'clock. I think it would be 9 o'clock,
11
o'clock your time. You're gonna have to drink all the way until 8:30, 9:30 at night. What do you got?
Champagne.
Ooh.
Has that changed?
Is that because of longevity or because of lack of hangover the next day?
It's the thing I could drink for the longest period of time. Okay. But if I'd prefer to start with champagne and then switch to some beer.
Right.
Who do you feel like is your biggest rival? Like when you're playing them, you're like, I better win.
Besides Aaron?
Yeah, because I feel like he's everybody's.
I'm feeling a lot of
no, everybody wants to beat you, okay? You're the champ this year, so it's even worse. But prior to, like, you're the one, as long as I didn't lose to you, and I had pretty good success against you up until this year, but as long as I didn't lose to you, like, I felt pretty good about myself. But at this point, it's not necessarily a specific person, because it's more of like, if going into the game, my team is better, I want to win that one. And when I lose, that makes me upset.
When you say better, are you saying based on projections?
Yeah, like that. What else are you gonna base it off of?
Well, because projections are different between the sites you look at potentially. So
true, but like for the majority of it would be like, look, if I'm projected to beat you, I want that to be the thing. I don't like projecting to win, especially by like a larger majority or margin, and then losing by 5 points. Like that, I'd rather if I'm projected to lose and I lose, I'm not as upset because it's like I wasn't supposed to perform. Now, the greater victories are the ones where I'm projected to lose and I outscore. But if I'm already projected to outscore you and my team does good that week, like I was supposed to win, like that doesn't make much of a difference to me.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to lose by like a stat correction and like a half of a point.
I don't think I've had that happen yet.
I don't know if I've ever lost by a stat correction. I've definitely lost by less than a point. I had 1 year where I lost 2 championships. Like I made the championship in 2 different leagues, and my combined loss margin for the 2 was under 3 points.
Yeah.
Combined between 2 leagues. That was a rough year. I was not happy.
But were you projected to win?
Yes.
That's even worse, right?
This like I don't mean this as like me trying to say I'm the crap. Like I would say that 75% plus of the time in most of my leagues I'm projected to win. Because like I generally am a pretty good drafter, I make moves and I have a lot of projections. I will say how often I win is way less than how often I'm projected to win. That is my fantasy luck in general. So, yeah.
Yeah. I don't really, I mean, I see how much time you put into this. So like when you beat me, it doesn't really hurt that much because you earned it, buddy.
Yeah, but like winning, like me, when I play her, it's like a lose-lose situation.
I never get mad.
What, right, but like I can't get super excited. Like you never get mad because I don't like get all excited about it. But if I lose, then I'm pissed off because I shouldn't have lost. But I can't. So like, it's like the weeks I play her are just no fun for me.
I've pretty much been sucking the fun out of life for a long time.
AKA marriage.
No, just come to an agreement that's like, hey, if I'm going to gloat, I get 5 minutes to gloat, and then we're done.
I'd be fine with it. He just doesn't do it.
I'd be rubbing it in her face.
I've been married long enough to know that it'll come back at a time I don't like.
Something's going to come back either way, so you might as well have it be, give her a reason. Give her something else to focus on.
I mean, I feel like I don't give you a lot of shit.
No, you don't give me a lot of shit at this point. Like, yeah, I mean, I survived the early days of our relationship, and she's calmed down and become such a chill human being. Like, I can't really complain at this point.
I was talking to somebody.
This isn't marriage counseling, okay? This is the football podcast.
I'm talking about how wonderful it is.
Wonderful.
Goddamn ray of sunshine.
Of course it's wonderful. If it wasn't wonderful, you wouldn't have her in the fantasy league and you wouldn't have her sitting right next to you right now.
Did you know that this time, how many years ago? 15 years ago, you guys were headed off to his bachelor party to go camping and skydiving.
I loved it.
Yeah.
So fun.
Because at that point in my life, camping and skydiving really fit who I was at that time.
You were so pissed.
Survived that weekend.
She told me about it earlier today. She's like, "Oh yeah, such good memory." I'm like, "You're not mad again, are you?" Because we almost didn't get married because of this damn bachelor party.
I don't even know if you know this, but like you had passed out at some point in time, and we tried to put a skunk in your tent.
Somebody came. I remember hearing the tent open. Somebody came in. Like I fell asleep. I remember. I heard my tent unzip and I woke up and pointed at somebody walking in, and me pointing was enough for them to all leave. That's all I remember.
As long as you were still passed out, we were putting the skunk in there because there was a skunk that kept circling the camp. And I don't
remember that part.
I don't remember who was with us. Was Steve there? No.
There? Yeah.
Yeah. So it was probably me and Steve. I think Eddie was there, right? No, your brother-in-law he was trying to talk us off the ledge the whole time.
Brian was probably trying to talk you out of it while
100%.
Eric, I'm sure, was in.
I don't remember, but it was me and like one or two other people and obviously now I think that's a terrible idea. Like I would have regretted had that ever happened, but it was funny at the time.
Oh yeah, well
it's still kind of funny now.
We were in our mid-20s.
That it didn't happen. That's what's funny.
We were in our mid-20s. We did a lot of things that were really dumb that we thought were funny at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, good times. All right, well, we've completely shifted from fantasy football and this is learning about me. We're supposed to be learning about her.
Yeah. Well, we're learning about her putting up with you.
And there really is no me without you anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be weird. Very strange.
I'd have to find somebody else to annoy me, and I wouldn't like that.
All right, anything else you want to tell folks before we call it a show?
Send those offers. I need somebody new to trade with.
Oh,
I'm going to send you an offer that you're going to be like, I want this offer, but I'm not going to do it.
Make it good. I'll probably still do it anyways. I'm no. I want to be mad, Drew, but I can't.
It's not.
It's not in my nature.
Not to be mad at you. Mad at me, she's fine with. Mad at you, no.
Yeah.
All right, bud. Oh, we're not having a child come in. Hey, everyone, like and subscribe. Hey, if you're in our league, at least listen.
Hey, watch it. Watch it. Listen to it. Come
You guys
on.
finally got me to listen to an episode. Yeah.
Yay.
Does that count? Because you're not going to listen to it after.
But I listened to the whole thing.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I mean,
Like,
it counts, but not on YouTube world.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Cheers. Oh, your glass is already empty. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming on.
All
Yeah,
right.
thanks for having me.
Later.
Bye.
See ya.